Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Herculean Homeschooling. I'm Sarah, homeschool mama of 6, and with today's video, I am just doing a quick little video to share our first month of homeschooling, how everything went, if there was anything we're changing. If you saw our curriculum choices video for this school year, you'll have noticed that we totally switched curriculum for this year. We were previously using Bookshark. We have since switched everybody over to the Good and the Beautiful. So in this video, I'm going to share some updates of how it's going, what our schedule looks like, and things like that. So just the general, my first feelings, thoughts, opinions about how the school year is going is I feel like this has been like the smoothest start we've ever had to a school year. We've still had some tears, we've still had some frustrations, we've still kind of been trying to figure out our schedule with this new curriculum, but I feel like it's going really, really well, and I'm really happy with how smoothly we've been able to go right into it. I think a couple things have helped with that. One, so much has been closed still that we haven't had a bunch of different things that we've been going to taking up our time. So we've just had the time together in order to be able to get things done here at the house. Another thing that's really helped is my husband has been working from home a little bit more than normal. He's in public education and their school hasn't started back in person quite yet. He is back to work full-time now, so that's kind of adjusted a few things, but at the beginning, as we're getting started with a new curriculum, it was really helpful to have his help as we're figuring out our schedule. Another new thing that we haven't done before is I'm doing a preschool. I have some videos up with what we're doing with my preschool. I have my 4-year-old and my 6-year-old who has special needs participating, and a couple other kids that come over 3 days a week for a few hours, and we have a curriculum with that. So that has also shifted what our schedule looks like homeschool-wise. Previously, when we were using Bookshark, we would do as much school in the morning as we possibly could and then do a lot of reading in the afternoon. If we had school after lunch, I was like, we have been at this way too long. Like, we need to be done before lunchtime. So, but with having the preschool 3 days a week in the morning, that's definitely shifted what our schedule looks like for homeschooling my kids. When we first started, we were only introducing 2 subjects. We were doing our language arts book and our math. So that way it kind of eased us in. We got into the routine of what that looked like. And then the following week is when we added our history and science. And I'm really liking so far the one-on-one time that I'm getting with each of my kids. So in the morning we do preschool, so my older kids play upstairs. They can go ahead and get their personal reading done. They can do any schoolwork that they are able to do on their own, like their handwriting and stuff like that. They go upstairs and do that while I do the preschool with the little. And I think that that's really helping with my younger ones because I'm giving them that attention, to where in the afternoon when I switch to the older ones, they're totally fine because they've already had mom all morning, and so they're they do a lot better going and playing on their own at that point. So that's been a change that we've made this year. Last year it was really hard. It was really hard with the younger ones. Like, they were just constantly needing me in the middle of reading, everything. While the kids are eating lunch, I'll read the read aloud from our history to them, or we listen to the audio clip and we do our history, and then as they finish up lunch, we finish their history books. And then I eat lunch while they have some downtime, and then I take the 4 older kids, I take them one at a time, and they come down to the table and they sit with me and we work on their language arts, which includes like their geography and grammar and spelling and all that. I do the first part where it needs the parent with them. I do that with them at that time, and then I do their math with them, and then when it gets to the independent practice for both math and language arts, then they still stay at the table, but they move over and the next kid comes. And we don't have any kind of system of, the oldest goes first and then this one. Sometimes they rotate, sometimes they want to keep reading their book, and so they are okay waiting to do school. Sometimes they just want to play, or sometimes they want to get their schoolwork done so that then they can go have free time. So thus far, we don't have any kind of schedule of, who goes first, and I do these subjects with them first. It's just we all do history at lunch, And that has also changed with this new curriculum. It's set up to do history. The Good and the Beautiful only does history like twice a week, and we can do it all together, which has been a really nice change for us. Whereas the Book Shark was 4 days a week, and they have like age groupings. So I was doing 2 different histories 4 days a week, and it was a lot of read alouds, which I loved. I love the read alouds. I really love the Book Shark program. It just got to be a lot when I was trying to do multiple kids and had the younger ones who were, you know, mom, about everything. So that got to be a lot. So I really do like that we have the history set up the way that we do now, where we do that all together during lunchtime, and then we can break apart and do individuals, and I'm getting more one-on-one time with them, which I really love, and I think that they are really appreciating that too. So far, the kids are really doing well with this new curriculum. They're not fighting me about it other than spelling. And it's really only one child who shall go nameless. But it's going really, really well. I've talked to them each individually about, are they liking this new curriculum? Do they miss what we were previously using? And so far, all of them are saying that they're really happy with the change, that they're really enjoying it, that they feel like they're learning, and it doesn't feel like too much. It's not overwhelming, which I know that they got overwhelmed sometimes previously with some other curricula that we had used in the past. So I'm really happy to be hearing that from them. We also do science all together, which is great, and I feel like the science is going well. We chose to start with space. We're only doing science like once a week right now. We might bump that up, but just the timeline and the and just where we are and where I mentally am, we're just doing science once a week. And I'm really liking the science. I think that the science has been going really well. It's a good balance of being Christian-based and doing and including God in the science without being too preachy to where it's like a sermon and you're wondering where the science is. Because I've definitely tried to use curriculum like that before, and it didn't last long. So I'm really happy with how the science is set up thus far. We'll see how that goes. The kids are really enjoying getting to pick some of their own books because they get that 20 minutes of reading time that they do each day, but instead of an assigned reading, they get to pick it based on their level. So I'll do a separate video about what they are enjoying reading right now and what level books they're reading. That will give you guys some ideas, and if you have any ideas for us, we would love to hear them. Some things are getting back to normal. My 11-year-old who has autism is doing his therapeutic horseback riding again, which is going great. My almost 13-year-old, he has started his band up again. He's a percussionist, and he got to play at his first he did his first pep band at a football game, which is really fun. We have our co-op starting up this coming week, so I'm really excited to do that and to share with y'all the class that I have planned for co-op, which I'm just really excited about. So I'll have to do a separate video on that. I'm trying to think, I feel like that's like the basis of everything that's going on homeschool wise. That's like how our homeschool year is going thus far. I feel like maybe after homeschooling for 6 years now, we've kind of gotten into our groove a little bit better than what we were before. I'm liking how the curriculum is set up. The kids are doing really well, and that has been a smooth transition. I'm really liking that we're able to do more together as a family and learn that way, and then still have that one-on-one time with each of them. I love that we're using a Christian-based curriculum now and the spirit that is bringing into our home, and I love that some things have been getting back to normal that we've been able to participate in again that we've really missed over these past 6 months. Can't believe that it's already been a month since we started back to school this year. I would love to connect with y'all, so please give this video a like and comment down below what curriculum you guys have chosen to use and how your month is going. If you're a brand new homeschooler, if you feel like you're just barely keeping alive there, or if you are kind of like us and just smoothly going into it, if you've been able to get into a good routine or what you're doing, I would love to hear from y'all. So if you're interested in finding out what I'm doing with my preschool, you can click this video right here for some different tips and activities that you can do on a budget with preschool. But before you do that, don't forget to click my picture here and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much for watching and for joining me on this homeschool update, and we'll see you next time.